What's up, everybody? I'm Daphne Jones, former Senior Vice President and Chief Information Officer. I'm a public company board member, CEO of the Board Curators, and I'm a published author. And you are tuned in to the Winner's Circle channel, where we will be discussing artificial intelligence, leadership, personal growth, and more. Stay in the Winner's Circle with me. Like and subscribe my channel for your personal win. I do want to hear from you, so I welcome you to comment, ask questions, and join in on the winning conversations. I'll see you in the Winner's Circle. Let's go. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my Winner's Circle channel, where you will hear my perspectives on leadership and technology and personal development and growth and more. In my first video on change management, which is what we're talking about these days, I spoke about the first phase, which is called inspire. And I discussed how do you inspire the organization to be excited about and interested in the change. My most recent video on change, I reviewed the perspectives on your need to have professional and personal confidence to be ready to lead a change management program. Remember Sun Tzu, the leading warrior, that says that a winning warrior wins first and then goes to battle, while a losing warrior goes to battle first and then hopes to win. Today, we're going to be in the second phase of change, which is engage. And let me be straight up with you. Change is not a spectator sport. This is where the rubber meets the road. In order for you to do change, you have to participate in change. The former CEO of Campbell's Soup said to win in the marketplace, you must first win in the workplace. That is what engagement is all about. When we talk about engagement, we're talking about the mental and emotional commitment that your employees need to have to work towards your organizational goals. Think about it. When people are really engaged, they give that extra and discretionary effort. They go above and beyond. They become company advocates. They drive better NPS and customer service, increase sales, and ultimately shareholder value. And without engagement, you risk organizational apathy and stagnation. So let me break down our 3-step process for engagement, and you will see that on the slide. To engage the organization, we do 3 things. First, we activate, and this is about getting people moving and understanding on what matters most. We then empower and educate, turning employees into leaders and leaders that continually improve. And then third, we evaluate and celebrate. We measure progress and we celebrate success. We're going to focus on the first part today, which is activation. And I'll come back and we'll discuss empower and evaluate and stuff as part of engaging the organization. So for activate, I want to share some things you guys need to nail really, really well. Number 1, meet your people where they are. Meet them where they are. Someone is in denial about change, for example. Remember that denial is one of the 5 stages of grief. You might see them making jokes about it or clinging to old ways. And your job is to acknowledge their concerns, provide clear information, and maybe even give them a change buddy to help them go through it. Number 2, it's about being trustworthy and transparent. There are 3 kinds of trust you need to build. Trusting your intentions, being able to trust your word, and being able to trust your capabilities. We don't make much progress if our intentions are not honorable or pure, even if we have the capability. Our organization will not believe in us if we have great intentions, but we don't honor our word. Do you tell the truth as a leader? Does your audio match your video? And are you capable of delivering? Your team is watching, and they need to trust you on all 3 levels. Finally, address those hesitant holdouts, what we may look at as sacred practices or those untouchable beliefs that might slow down transformation. You know what I mean? Those are the behaviors that may go against organizational values, but they're still allowed. They're still permitted. It might be unauthorized travel during cost cutting, or it might be departments that bypass IT to purchase systems. You need to know what will be a headwind for you and what will be an accelerator or tailwind for you. Here are some examples of headwinds or tailwinds. I remember creating a safe space for my folks at Johnson & Johnson. That was a tailwind for me. When I was leading change, I did something called Donuts with Daphne. And to create that safe space, I created various types of channels for people to communicate with the change team on an organizational level, on their role, or what have you. Sometimes shared services teams wanted to speak privately because they supported multiple departments. IT didn't always want other functions hearing their concerns. So you've got to create that safe space for honest and transparent dialogue. There is something that can also be a headwind for you, and that's known as the valley of despair. For those of you that have heard of change management topics, you'll have heard of that. It's going to happen in your organization and your project, whether you may want it or not. Just when everything is going well, something happens. Maybe layoffs hit 90 days into the process, or your processes have performance glitches, or performance drops and frustration rise. Your job as a change leader is to recognize that when you're in the valley and understand the root cause of that valley and make that dip as shallow as possible and as short as possible. When you try to prioritize everything as a top priority, that may be a good idea, but it'll eventually be a headwind for you. If everything's a priority, nothing is. Use my BO-MO-NO matrix, bodacious objectives, moderate objectives, and non-essential objectives to help you be crystal clear to your organization about what matters most. So the keys to success: constant and trustworthy communications, be clear on your metrics, and meet people where they are. Engagement isn't about throwing change at people, it's bringing them along on the journey. In my next video, I'm going to cover how do you empower and educate your teams as part of engagement, and we might even get into how do you celebrate and measure change. I want you guys to come in and stay in the winner's circle. I would love to hear your comments, love to hear your feedback, love to hear your questions. Are you going through change management? What do you think about the 3-step process? Until then, I will see you guys next time in the winner's circle.